Hey guys, just a quick disclaimer for this video. So, normally when I record sessions of Battle for Bikini Bottom, I record entire levels in one session. So for example, when I sat down to record this session, I recorded the entirety of Rock Bottom in one sitting. This means that if something's wrong with the audio, I'm oftentimes not checking it in between videos to see if something's wrong and if I can fix it. When I recorded the last time, before this session right here, I recorded Rock Bottom the first time, and before then I had just streamed. I had just done my first stream back since my hiatus to finish off my semester. And my capture card had frozen at the end of the stream, and I had to reset it. And I forgot to reset my audio settings that I have set for recording. This led me to recording a video that was borderline unwatchable, and no matter how hard I tried to fix it in editing, it was just not working. Because of the nature of Battle for Bikini Bottom, once you collect a spatula or a sock, you cannot get it again because the game auto-saves, and it's it's borderline impossible to go back and recreate something that you did without having the actual objective there. I tried many things, and I thought of a lot of options to nullify this, but my best option was to just play through the game on a separate file and record the entirety of Rock Bottom on a different file. And that's what I ended up doing. So the reason the numbers are skewed, like the shiny objects, the socks, the golden spatula count, is because I'm playing on a separate file. I'm not playing on the main Let's Play file, which is obviously getting 100% the game. The main Let's Play file is no different than the file I used to record this. I didn't do anything different. Like, I still got all the content in Rock Bottom. I still showed everything there was to see in Rock Bottom. It was just on a different file with different numbers. So don't worry. Nothing in these next few videos of Rock Bottom is any different. I showed everything, I got everything. I got 100% in Rock Bottom like I have been doing for the rest of the levels. It's just the numbers are a little screwed up and it's not on our main Let's Play file. But for the next episode after this, in the next level, we will be on our main Let's Play file and we will be on the original file. My fault, I learned from my mistakes, won't happen again. Thanks guys. I regret everything. Note to self, if you ever want to start doing Let's Plays, always check your audio. Always double check all your audio settings before you record something, or else you'll end up with, like, a situation that happened to me. But, we're back. My audio is good. I checked. What's going on, everybody? My name is Nedia16, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Spongebob Squarepants Battle for Bikini Bottom. It's been a little bit. I promised these videos would go out last week. Oopsies. In the last episode, we finished off the last room of the Mermalair, the rolling ballroom. It was not as bad as I expected it was going to be, so we'll take what we can get. And in this episode, we're heading into my least favorite area in the entire game.
Welcome to the dark depths of Rock Bottom, home of strange creatures and souvenir t-shirts.
Spongebob, I'm actually glad you're here, believe it or not.
I'm glad I'm here too, Mrs. Puff.
The robots have stolen priceless artwork from the museum. If you can return it all to me, I'll reward you with a golden spatula.
Why do you want all that artwork?
Don't ask questions you aren't prepared to handle the answer to.
Consider the artwork saved, Mrs. Puff.
Alright, memes aside, we are now here in this very, very dark area. Rock Bottom is maybe not the darkest area in the game, but definitely one of. And that is the first reason why I don't like it. It's because I can't see anything. When I was a kid and I was playing this game, I played it on a giant, huge tube TV in my basement with not a lot of natural light because the windows were very bad because we used to have flooding back in my house. And so there was not a lot of natural light. So if you turned on the light above, you would get a glare, and if it was off, you couldn't see anything. So that's the first reason why I don't like this area. You'll see a couple other reasons why later, but another reason is the main objectives of this area doesn't make any sense. Why did the robots steal all the museum? Why did the robots steal the art from the museum? Why is there only 6 of them, and why do I have to get them? I don't know why this level's objective specifically bothers me so much, but I guess it doesn't make a lot of sense. And when we get to the museum later, you'll see why I don't think it makes sense, because there's still artwork in the museum. So they didn't even steal all the artwork. So I don't know. It just doesn't feel very inspired, I guess. I feel like they just needed a collectible to get in this game, and they knew there was a museum in Rock Bottom. So they just went with what they went. But something I do quite like about this level is that nice little Easter egg. This is not a bus stop. You can't switch characters here, but you can do this as many times as you want every time you leave and... Excuse me. Every time you walk away and come back, it'll activate. So you can do that. It's pretty fun. But up here... This is a sleepy time robot. SpongeBob must sneak carefully when near him, or he will wake. Sleepy time, as you just heard, they have this giant AoE light around them. This is their range of what they can detect. If you walk into it, you get attacked. So you have to sneak through it. You cannot bubble bowl them, because bubble bowling, they somehow can hear that, I guess, and will push it away. So you have to sneak very quietly and then attack them. They give you a purple shiny object, but honestly, it's not really worth it, because they're very annoying, and I'm not a fan of them. You'll see later, but they are often in the most terrible places, and are just really annoying and hard to deal with. But on one hand, I'm okay with it, because I like the challenge of this robot, but on the other hand, they're just extremely annoying, and I don't like dealing with it. Keep moving. I had a lot of stuff to say in the failed video that I'm just completely blanking on here now. These platforms made of garbage. Actually, we can read that. We must sneak or they will collapse. So you can sneak across them like normal, or you can just jump across them. You can still stand on them and jump across, so there isn't really any reason. Unless you do that and you're dumb. There isn't really any reason to, there isn't really any huge reason to just wait and sneak across them like this. Unless you wanted the shiny objects or something. Other than that, though, you don't really have much to worry about in that case. Ooh, made that.
I gotta say, Bubble Buddy, for a bubble, you really get around.
Spongebob, the robots are plundering Rock Bottom's museum, but they've broken the roadway leading up there. You'll have to be clever and find another route to get in.
What if I lick all these stamps and mail myself?
Could work, but perhaps being sneaky would be faster.
Why is this level's obsession with being
Can you
sneaky?
give me a hint on how to get to the museum?
I would if I could, my little square friend.
Gee, thanks, that was really helpful. What's this level's deal with being sneaky? I don't understand. But if we were to mail ourselves, and we can have a clickbait thumbnail like, mailed myself, gone wrong, police called, almost died. Subscribe. The sleepy times aren't too bad if you get in the beam like you just saw there. You have a lot of invincibility frames in this game, and you can hit them, but if you hit them, ow. If you hit them like that, when you're just, like, running up to them and hitting them with the beam still attacking you, they take more than one hit, which is kind of weird, but oh well. 2 teleport boxes we have. When I hit all these buttons that are around here in this bottom section underneath all these buildings, one thing I do like about this area is I like the way it looks. It's very reminiscent of the show, which I've praised before how good how this game's attention to detail to the show is really. I like the neons and I like the pastels and everything. I also like this area's song, quote unquote, or lack thereof. It's extremely diegenic. It's very, very cool. Or non-diegenic, I should say, because it means it doesn't move. So there's 5 different buttons we have to hit. that we want to make sure we get all of, because we're going to need these to get over to the museum. No, I'll get that legit. I thought about getting, there's a sock down there that you probably saw. I thought about getting it now because you actually can, but just to try to avoid dying as much as possible, I'll go ahead and get that the legit way that you're supposed to get it. This guy up here, it's gonna be a little bit annoying. Excuse me, there's like no good way to deal with these guys, that's the problem. Especially when they're in areas like this where you have to, because if you jump up ledge, then immediately you lose your sneak. So you gotta be really careful and try to find an opening to get in there. A way I like to deal with them is by just holding forward and using the camera, because the camera is always behind you. So just by turning the camera and holding straight forward, you'll go in the direction that you turn the... He was so scared of my abilities that he didn't even want to face me. Yeah, that's a pretty simple way that you can deal with them if you're having trouble getting near them and you don't know how to, like, turn. So if you just hold forward in your sneak and you just turn the camera like this. Because oftentimes trying to direct yourself in the direction that you're wanting to go with while sneaking can be pretty tricky sometimes if you're not used to it. Oops. So all the buttons have been hit now. At least I'm fairly certain all the buttons have been hit. I'm gonna be upset if I missed one. I don't think I did though, so let's hit up here. That guy. And hit this button. There are quite a few areas like this in this level for not really any good reason. I don't know why this level was so hellbent on using like the bubble bowl like that. It's kind of weird, to be honest with you. I'm not 100% sure what it is about it. You can see that there's a sock up there. You can see it out of the corner of your eye. You should grab that right there.
3 years running. Thank you.
Did I hit the one down here? I don't remember if I did. I did hit that one. Okay, good. Yeah, okay, I did hit that one. Make sure you hit that button down there. Don't forget it. Don't need that quite yet. Now we have an even smaller platform. Even smaller time limits. Get across here. You don't have to go all the way, because once you reach the other side, the timer stops. That totally hit me and I didn't take damage. And any mark on the ground is where the cannon will hit. So you can see right here this damage mark on the ground right there. That's where the cannon's gonna hit. So just keep moving, stay away from those, and you'll be fine. We had a wall jump up here, which is something you don't see in this game very often. That's the thing about Rock Bottom, is there's a lot of mechanics in Rock Bottom that you use that you don't really use anywhere else in... Okay, speedrunning strat, I guess. There's a lot of mechanics in Rock Bottom that you use that you don't really use in other levels. Like the garbage platforms, or the falling platforms, would be a really cool mechanic in some levels later. And I can definitely think of some areas where those would be where those would be a good mechanic and a fun platforming challenge. But they're only used here, and it kind of sucks because they're really cool and I like them a lot. And for some reason, this level is like really the only level where sneaking is like a huge deal. Because like you have the shush tikis in Jellyfish Fields, and those are all over the game because those are tiki type. But other than that, sneaking is not like a huge deal in this game. Like it's a move that you have as Spongebob, but the game doesn't require to use it except for in this area and against Sleepy Times. And of course Sleepy Time is a robot type, so you'll be seeing them all over the place. I hate you. Oh, hey, I missed one. There's one over here. Make sure you hit that one. I'm saying all of this to say, as much as I mentioned before that some areas of this game, that a lot of areas in this game have these mechanics that are only used a few times, and in my opinion, I think that makes this game more unique, because it makes every level feel unique. But in my opinion, I almost think it makes this game feel, I almost wish some of the mechanics in this level were used more, to be honest with you. Also, this is not going up, and I need it to. So, let me hit this button wherever the heck it is, because I actually forget. It's on the back of this rock. I'm pretty sure I checked there before and didn't see it, but you know, blind guy, don't make fun of me. You want to hit that. You can come up here, get on this trampoline. Whoa, that was weird. Get on this trampoline and then wait for the swinger hook to come around. It's not gonna be good enough. Go a little bit earlier, then hit it. And then you can swing on this, jump across here, and get a golden spatula without the fanfare for some reason. Although I kind of like that because it doesn't really take away from the ambiance of Rock Bottom. Anyway, continuing on from where we just were, you can swing on over here, grab this one. Knocking these guys off their respective cliffs will indeed take care of them. Hover over here. Grab that bad boy. Hit him in the air. Save that guy, apparently. Open the box. And grab a spatula. And we made it to the museum. The thing about Rock Bottom is that it's not very long, so this next episode is going to be pretty short, but this episode I'm going to have the thing in the beginning that I'm going to edit in and some stuff to cut out, so it'll be fine. Anyway, we made it here to the museum, which is where we're set to go next. Thank you guys very much for watching. If you like this part, please like, comment, and subscribe for more content, and I'll see you guys then. Peace out.